My beloved child, please stop. Please stay right here. Do not keep scrolling. Do not let another distraction steal this precious moment away from us. I have orchestrated this very second in time just to speak to you. You have been asking for a sign. You have been praying for an answer in the dark room. You have been crying out for help when nobody else was watching. This is your answer. This is my voice reaching out to you through the loud noise of the world. I brought you to this video because your heart has been so incredibly heavy. I brought you here because you feel like you are walking through thick mud. Everything feels so much harder than it should be. Every step feels like a massive effort. You are looking at the huge mountains in front of you, and you are looking at your own trembling hands. You are terrified. You feel completely unqualified. You feel entirely too weak for the journey ahead. But I need you to hear this truth, a truth that will break the heavy chains around your mind today. Do not run away from this moment. Let my words wash over your tired spirit. I know the secret thoughts you battle every day. I know the quiet moments when the imposter syndrome takes over your mind. When the room goes silent, the accusations in your head get so loud. You look in the mirror and you do not see a mighty warrior. You only see the deep flaws staring back at you. You only see the painful scars of your past mistakes. You look at the beautiful calling I have placed on your life, and instead of joy, you feel absolute dread. You are terrified that you are not the right person for the job. You are terrified that someone else is so much more deserving. You carry a deep fear that you are just an imposter, a fraud waiting to be discovered by the world. You are so afraid that everyone will eventually find out how broken you really are inside, so you work yourself into the ground. You try so hard to prove that you actually belong in the room. You push yourself way past the breaking point just to feel worthy. You try to look so strong on the outside. You wear a heavy mask of perfection every single time you walk out the door. You put on a brave smile for your family and your friends. You tell them you are completely fine. You tell them you have everything under perfect control. But you cannot hide from me. I look right past the brave mask. I look right past the perfect performance. I see the silent spiritual battles you fight every single night. I see how profoundly your soul is tired. It is a deep weariness that a long night of sleep cannot fix. It is a spiritual exhaustion that reaches the very core of your being. You are so drained from trying to maintain the image of perfection. You are so empty from trying to be enough for everyone else around you. You feel like you are just faking your way through this current season of life. You constantly compare your silent struggles with the loud victories of other people. You tell yourself that they are better equipped. You tell yourself that they are more holy and more ready. You whisper into the darkness that I must have made a terrible mistake when I called your name. You think you are too damaged to carry my glory. You think your history of failure totally disqualifies you from your future destiny. You replay every time you stumbled. You replay every single time you fell short of the mark, and you let the enemy use those memories as a sharp weapon against your true identity. You are walking through life waiting for the other shoe to drop. You feel entirely unworthy of the beautiful blessings you pray for daily. You feel so incredibly unqualified for the new doors standing right in front of you. Listen to the gentleness in my voice right now. Breathe in my deep peace. I want to give you full permission to take off the heavy armor. I want to give you permission to stop pretending. It is perfectly okay to be exhausted. It is completely okay to feel drained and totally empty. I am not angry at your moments of deep doubt. I am not disappointed when the tears fall freely from your eyes. I am not standing over you with a heavy hand of harsh judgment. I am sitting beside you with a heart overflowing with deep compassion. You do not ever have to put on a brave face for me. You do not have to clean up your mess before you come into my presence. I am not asking you to fake your strength today. I am not asking you to pretend the pain does not burn your soul. When you cry out in absolute frustration, I do not turn my face away. When you question your purpose and your worth, I do not revoke your calling. Your moments of profound weakness do not shock me at all. Your moments of paralyzing fear do not make me love you even one drop less. You are not weak for feeling this crushing burden. You are not failing just because you feel totally overwhelmed right now. You are simply human. And you have been carrying a massive weight you were never designed to carry. You have been trying to be your own savior for way too long. You have been trying to earn a love that I have already freely given to you. I see the cold numbness creeping into your gentle spirit. I see how you have tried to shut off your emotions just to survive another difficult day. I validate your deep pain. Your feelings are incredibly real and they matter deeply to me. Do not let any person tell you that your struggle is just a lack of faith. Even the greatest warriors in my kingdom sat under the heavy shadow of doubt. Even my chosen leaders wept bitterly in the lonely wilderness. I know this world is so harsh and so heavy. I know the demands placed upon your shoulders are immense and deeply unfair. And I know exactly how hard you are trying. I see the quiet effort nobody else notices. I see the genuine desire in your heart to do the right thing. I am so incredibly proud of you for simply waking up and trying again today. You are completely safe right here with me. You can let your heavy guard down. You can let the tears freely fall. I will catch every single one of them. I will hold you close in the very middle of your wild uncertainty. I will be your quiet resting place. But there is something you do not understand about this deep exhaustion. There is a powerful secret hidden inside your feeling of unworthiness. Before this video ends, I am going to reveal a truth that the enemy desperately wants to hide from you. I am going to show you exactly why your perceived weakness is the exact reason you are chosen for this next chapter. You have spent years agonizing over the pieces of your life that do not fit perfectly together. You look at your deep scars, and you see a ruined life. You see a history of stumbling blocks and embarrassing failures. But I look at those exact same scars, and I see a beautiful masterpiece in the making. You thought your brokenness was a massive concrete wall between us. But it is actually the perfect open door for my glorious grace to enter your world. The loud world out there only looks for flawless perfection. The world demands a shiny exterior, a perfect resume, and a spotless track record. But I do not operate like the broken world operates. I do not choose the proud, the arrogant, and the seemingly perfect people. I look for an incredibly willing heart. I look for a gentle soul that knows it cannot survive on its own limited strength. Your deep cracks are the exact places where my divine light shines through the brightest. If you were completely perfect, you would not need a loving savior. If you had all the answers figured out, you would never learn to lean your tired head on my chest. Your weakness is not a tragic flaw that ruins your story. It is the very canvas I use to paint my greatest miracles for all to see. When you cry out and say you are not enough, I say I am more than enough for both of us. When you feel entirely empty, it simply means there is so much more room for my spirit to fill you up completely. You thought it was a cruel rejection when things did not work out the way you carefully planned. You thought I was ignoring your desperate prayers when those big doors slammed shut in your face. But that was never rejection, my beloved child. That was my absolute fierce protection over your fragile life. I was hiding you from dark spaces that would have destroyed your gentle soul. I was keeping you far away from tables where you were never meant to sit. Every painful delay you experienced was not a denial of my deep love for you. It was a careful, divine setup for this exact moment in your journey. You are not watching this video by some random accident today. There are no coincidences in my sovereign kingdom. You are hearing my gentle voice right now because the timing is perfectly aligned in heaven. A long, painful, and exhausting chapter of your life is finally coming to a permanent close. The long season of wandering in the dry, lonely desert is finally ending. You are standing right at the beautiful threshold of a completely new season. I know your anxious mind is actively telling you that you are not ready for this. I know you feel totally unprepared for the massive shift happening all around you. But I am telling you today that your precious heart is absolutely ready. The hot fires you walked through did not burn you to ashes. They purified your beautiful spirit and softened your heart to receive this exact message today. Everything you have bravely endured has perfectly positioned you for this miraculous new beginning. But you must listen to my voice very carefully right now. There is a very specific reason why the dark spiritual clouds have felt so heavy lately. There is a reason why the cruel whispers of unworthiness have suddenly become so overwhelmingly loud in your head. The dark enemy is absolutely terrified of the bright destiny you're about to step into. He sees the massive blessing waiting for you just over the next horizon, and he is doing absolutely everything in his dark power to pull you backward into the pit. He is aggressively magnifying your past mistakes to make you feel completely paralyzed today. He throws old, painful memories in your face to strip away your future authority. He whispers cruel lies in the silent hours of the long night. He tells you that you are a complete fake. He tells you that you will inevitably fail just like you did before. He wants you to believe that you are forever defined by your worst moments. This intense spiritual attack is not a sign that you are doing something terribly wrong. It is the ultimate proof that you are walking right into your divine purpose. This is the great distraction before the great blessing arrives. The enemy wants you to focus so heavily on your own human flaws so you completely forget about my infinite power. He wants you to drop your sword right before the final victory is declared. He wants you to quit right before the miracle happens. Do not let him win this vicious battle in your mind today. Do not let the father of lies dictate your true identity for one more second. It is time to fight back with the absolute truth of my eternal word. If you feel the enemy has been relentlessly attacking your mind lately, I want you to make a bold declaration right now. Go to the comments and type, "I am chosen." Comment, "I am chosen to break the heavy chains of deception over your precious life today." Declare it openly and watch the dark shadows flee in terror from your presence. Take back your divine authority right now. You do not have to fight this exhausting mental battle all by yourself anymore. Look up and see my massive shield of love surrounding you completely on every side. I am standing directly between you and those poisonous arrows of doubt. My strong, capable hands are firmly covering your tired and anxious mind. I am aggressively fighting for you in spiritual realms you cannot even see with your human eyes. I am actively silencing the cruel voice of the accuser right this very second. I am removing the toxic people, the hidden traps, and the massive obstacles from your path. No weapon ever formed against your beautiful identity will ever prosper. No dark lie spoken against your holy calling will ever take root in your heart again. You are completely hidden under the safe shadow of my mighty wings. You are absolutely secure within the strong fortress of my endless grace. I am washing away the heavy fog of confusion and replacing it with perfect clarity. Now that the lies have been completely silenced and your enemies have been pushed back, I need to tell you exactly what is waiting for you on the other side of this dark valley. I need to show you the massive doors I am about to swing wide open for your new season. The winds are finally changing direction. My beloved child, I am actively breathing fresh life into your completely exhausted spirit today. You have been walking through a long and incredibly dry valley for so many seasons. But I am declaring a beautiful season of holy breakthrough over your life right now. The massive doors that are about to swing wide open for you will not require your own human strength to walk through. You will not have to push and strive and fight to make things happen anymore. These new pathways will be entirely fueled by my endless grace. I know you look at your empty hands and wonder how you will manage the next chapter. But I have already equipped you with absolutely everything you need for the journey ahead. I am taking away the heavy burden of constant striving. You have worked so hard for so little reward for so long. But this new season operates on my divine economy. What took you years to build in your own strength, I will establish in a single moment of my grace. You will see massive walls fall down flat before you even have to shout. You will see giant obstacles melt away like soft wax in the warm sun. I am replacing your deep weariness with a supernatural strength that the world cannot understand. When you feel like you cannot take one more step, my powerful spirit will carry you forward. When you do not know the right words to say, I will place my holy wisdom directly into your mouth. My endless grace is completely sufficient for you in every single situation. I am carefully arranging the right connections, the right resources, and the right moments for your beautiful future. You do not have to figure out all the complicated details by yourself. You only need to trust that I am holding the master plan in my capable hands. I need you to hear me very clearly right now. You are not a random accident in this massive universe. You are not the sum total of your worst failures and your biggest mistakes. You are not the pathetic imposter the dark enemy claims you to be. You are my beautiful, hand-picked, and entirely chosen child. I carefully knit you together in the womb with a very specific and glorious purpose. I call you my absolute masterpiece. I call you my brave warrior, completely wrapped in my unconditional love. Before you were even born, I knew your name and I chose you for this exact generation. Your true identity is forever rooted in my holy sacrifice, not in your past performance. When the dark enemy tries to remind you of your past, I want you to remind him of your bright future. You are washed completely clean from every single mistake you ever made. There is absolutely no condemnation left for you anymore. You do not have to earn my deep affection through endless hard work. You are fiercely loved simply because you are mine. Let that massive truth sink deep down into your tired bones today. You belong to the highest king. You are royal and you are deeply cherished beyond human comprehension. Stand up tall and walk in the bold confidence of a royal heir. It is finally time to take off the heavy armor of perfectionism. It is time to lay down the exhausting need to have everything perfectly figured out. Your shoulders were never meant to carry the massive weight of the whole world. I am gently inviting you to hand over all your crippling fears today. I am asking you to surrender your deep insecurities and your crushing exhaustion into my open hands. Give me all your hidden bitterness and your quiet anger. Let me carry the heavy burdens that are slowly crushing your gentle spirit. You have full permission to be completely weak in my strong arms. You have absolute permission to stop fighting the raging storm all by yourself. You do not need to be the strong one today. You do not need to hold everything perfectly together for everyone else. Let things fall apart if they must fall apart. I will catch the broken pieces and build something entirely new and beautiful. Let me step in and do the difficult work of a loving father. I am the master of calming the massive waves and stopping the violent winds. All you need to do is rest your tired head on my steady chest. Allow my deep peace to wash over your anxious mind like a gentle river. Stop trying to prove your worth to a world that will never be fully satisfied. Rest in the absolute certainty that you are already perfectly enough for me. I will never leave your side for even a single second. Even when the room goes dark and you cannot feel my immediate presence, I am still right there with you. I am holding your right hand and guiding your every step. If someone suddenly came into your heart while you were watching this video, if you are thinking of another tired soul who is secretly drowning in their own massive storm right now, be my holy messenger to them today. Share this message with them right now. Send this to them so they know that I have not forgotten them either. Let them hear my gentle voice telling them that they are also chosen and deeply loved. Be the brave light that pulls them out of their dark isolation. Now it is time to be completely still. Take a very deep breath in. Let all the heavy worry go. Close your tired eyes and feel my warm presence wrapping around you like a thick blanket. You do not have to be afraid of tomorrow anymore. I am already standing in your tomorrow, making a clear and safe path for you. Rest now, my sweet and beloved child. You are deeply chosen. You are endlessly loved. You are completely safe. Amen.